92.5
XTU.
Hi there, I'm Jennifer Reed, and I'm sitting here with Chase Rice. How you doing, Chase?
I'm good. How you?
And he is playing Citizens Bank Park tonight. He's doing the post-game show after the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a baseball fan?
Huge baseball fan. Yeah, grew up long ways away from here. So down in the southeast in Florida, our only team was the Braves. But yeah, it'll still be fun.
We won't hate on you too
That's
bad.
okay. Yeah.
But you're a Phillies fan tonight.
A Phillies fan tonight. Philly's been great to me, man. All aspects. Philly's been a huge city for us for our live shows. So I've become a Philadelphia fan for sure.
How does it feel to play on sacred ground? Because we're former World Series champions.
World
here.
Series champs. Yeah. They had an awesome run there for a little while. It's gonna be fun, man. This will be our first. Our first full band post game show. So I'm looking forward to it.
Your first baseball park?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, Major League. We've done minor league ballparks before. We never played a Major League ballpark.
Right here in Philadelphia.
This will be our first
Chase
one.
Rice first.
That's right.
All right, you guys, and I know all the Rice chasers, the female Rice chasers out there.
I like that. I've never heard that before.
From me if you want.
We'll keep that in mind. Rice chasing.
They want to know if you're dating anybody.
No, I'm not. I'm not dating anyone. I'm letting that come as it. You know, I'm not trying to force it. I'm just letting it happen as it comes.
Okay. So if you were to be dating somebody, what would be a deal breaker?
Ooh, a deal breaker.
Yeah, a deal breaker.
Man.
If she did what?
I'm huge on, like, just don't post so much stuff on social media. That's my biggest thing. I don't know. You see a lot of that. It's always all about social media, and I'm tired of that.
You know, it's so true. We're like attached
Yeah.
to our cell phones now, and with Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat, it's like
The
a barrage of posting.
Yeah, I've seen these things that say get back to real life and get away from the real life, which is talking about get back to real life. You know get outside actually. You know, that'd be nice. Get outside actually, maybe hunt, fish, whatever. That's what I love to do.
You know, Tyler Hubbard, your buddy from Florida Georgia Line.
I heard he got
quit
off
social media.
Yeah, good for him.
For that very reason, that's what he said.
Well, I think that was a church thing going around in Nashville. And the real life is the highlight reel. That's all it is. That's all social media is. It's a highlight reel. And I do social media. I post stuff, but post it and get off. Post it and get back to what you were doing.
Speaking of Tyler Hubbard, let's talk about Cruise.
Yeah.
A lot of people may not realize that Chase is one of the chief songwriters on probably the biggest single in country music of all time, right?
Yeah, officially in the era we're in with singles selling and downloads and streaming and all that stuff. It's the first song and probably going to be the last to ever go diamond, which is 10 million. And I don't say the last because there's not other great songs, but because now sales are even going away and now it's all about streaming. So music industry's changing, but during that one it was a perfect storm. Production, the writing, Tyler's voice on it, Brian's voice on it.
How did it come about?
That was a good one to be a part of. We were actually sitting in the living room writing. We'd written a bunch of songs together. We were sitting in our living room and we were writing a slow song. And out of nowhere, Brian's over there, just the Florida part of Florida, Georgia. He's over there and just slaps that day in the key. He slaps a C chord and just starts humming this. Just starts humming like that. And Jesse and I just looked at each other, who's one of the other writers. We looked at each other and looked back at Brian like, what is that? He said, and Brian literally, he's sitting there strumming along. He says, I don't know, but it's cool. And he was right. It was cool. And we finished that song in like 45 minutes. And
oh, wow, that's
and
crazy.
Brian the whole time was freaking out. And I'd never seen Brian react like that. But he was right. He thought it could be huge for Florida Georgia Line, and 10 million downloads later, it was.
Yeah, and huge for you.
Yeah,
and also
for
Ready,
sure.
Set, Roll, another big one.
I wrote Ready, Set, Roll probably a few months after we wrote Cruise, and that one's almost 2 million downloads sold. So it's we were on a run there for a little while that was just real hot, and now I'm having actually more fun writing this record because it's I'd say we were talking earlier. I think the theme of my record coming out, Everybody We Know Does being the first single, is it's kind of going home and looking back. I don't know why. That's just where I'm at in my life right now. But there's a lot of songs on there that mean a whole lot to me personally, and I'm excited to get those out to people.
So kind of your next album, when it comes out, you said you think maybe December?
I'm hoping December or January.
Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Is maybe a more personal record?
I don't even know if it's more personal because Jack Daniels and Jesus is probably the most personal song I'll ever write. It shows a lot of me. We re-recorded that. That's going on the record again because I want people to hear it. And until it's not been a single.
They should.
If
awesome
people
song.
who haven't heard the song yet, I want as many ears on it as we can get.
My personal favorite.
Thank you. I love that you know that song. My favorite song I've ever written. And then there's a song called Amen that's just, it's all these moments in life that you're just like, and the greatest part of the song for me is right there at the hook at the end of the chorus. It says, "To not knowing the secret to life, but damn sure knowing where it starts." Amen.
Amen.
And
I like it.
that song just speaks truth to me and where I am in my life right now. Tailgates and Touchdown Town. It's about the town that I grew up in.
And the fact that Touchdown Town, that's
gives a
that
little
kinda
nod to my
harkens
football
back
days.
He was a college football player. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I played at Carolina, and that led me here. I learned to play guitar at Carolina. I learned to write songs at Carolina through both of them through tragedies. It was losing my football career. I was bored, learned to play guitar. And
you still hate Duke?
I don't hate Duke that much because my brother went to Duke. My brother played football at Duke. So I'll actually pull for Duke when they're not playing Carolina. But and then my dad passed away going into my senior year, so I wrote my first song about him. And if football would have worked out for me, never know, I could have been an Eagle, but it didn't. And now I'm here playing. Last year I played with Kenny Chesney right there at the stadium. So it was it's a different atmosphere, but it's still a full stadium.
Do you feel like you've lived 9 lives? I mean, you were on Survivor, and you almost won Survivor Nicaragua.
Yeah.
You were a college football player. You had that fork in the road that you could have gone that direction. Country star. You were a NASCAR pit crew member for some big-time drivers, by the way.
Yeah, we won 2 championships with Jimmy Johnson when I was there. Hendrick Motorsports, great company to work for.
What's
Yeah,
left?
it's been weird. It's literally, I've lived a weird life, but it's been fun.
That is so exciting. Well, we can't wait for tonight. Citizens Bank Park. He's going to be playing the post-game show right after the Phillies beat the Dodgers tonight. Go Phillies, right?
Hopefully they beat them in 9 so we can start around 10.
Chase Rice, everybody.